Hello Internet, my name is Joe Tiger. I'm a professional survivalist. I've been doing this for 25 years, and today I'll be breaking down dumb ways to die. Let's get started.
Set fire to your hair.
I have in fact set fire to my own hair. I'm here, so clearly it's not fatal. It could be fatal if you're a fool, but I'm still here, so do with that what you will. I do not recommend setting fire to your hair, but of course, if like me, you can't help it, if you need to be buried to your neck up in the goby, for example, not much you can do to keep the ants from setting fire to your hair. Next one.
Poke a stick at a grizzly bear.
Now when I'm going up against a bear, I find it most fulfilling to use my hands and nothing else. You can't bring with you a weapon of some sort. I wouldn't recommend a stick. Could be good if you find yourself a good stick. Otherwise, this could be dangerous, could be deadly. I did it, I'm still here, so not fatal. Certainly, could be. Again, if you're a fool.
Eat medicine that's out of date.
I have done this, not on live television. I did it by accident, actually. We had to call poison control. It wasn't a pretty sight, but I'm still here. I can see scenarios in which this would kill you. Fortunately for me, the pills I took and the time it had been since they had expired was not too long for poison control to make sure I made it out alive. They were prescription. It was for my duodenitis. That's a condition that I've had since I was about 12. So nothing too serious. This one I would recommend against trying. Most of these I would, unless you're a professional like myself. I've taken a lot of training to become the survivalist that I am today. I'm a professional, so keep that in mind when you hear my opinions about any of this. Let's continue.
Use your private parts as piranha bait.
I have gone skinny dipping in the Amazon. I survived, it was fine, it was fun. The best way to kill a piranha is with your knees. If you're expecting it and you know they're coming, it's over, they can't make it. See, these two muscles, your legs, your quads, like alligator jaws. Any piranha comes in between these, they're dead, they're gone. No chance, easy. Good eating too, if you collect them one by one. 30 minutes in the Amazon skinny dipping equals 2 meals at least for one. If you need more, if you've got a bigger group, stay in a little longer, have your friends do it too. Good eating, piranhas. I've never heard of anyone dying from this, but of course, there's a lot of fools out there. So, not everyone's as smart as you. I've learned that.
Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die.
I do like the song, it's pretty catchy. I like it. I'm not big into the internet. It's not really my thing, so this is new for me. I've never seen this before.
Get your toast out with a fork.
I suppose they're saying this is a dumb way to die. I have to agree. I don't see how this is dangerous in any way. I have used a fork since I was a child to get the toast out of my toaster. I suppose you could use a spoon or a knife maybe instead, but classically I've always used a fork. I don't get this one. You'll have to help me out on this one. In the comments, comment in the comment section, and subscribe also to the channel and click the button. That would be great. I would personally appreciate that very much.
Do your own electrical work.
I have built many lean-tos, many teepees, many igloos. Depending on the climate where you go, you build different things. I've built many adobes. I've built plenty of adobes, loads and loads of adobes. I built a wigwam once or twice, or 3 times, a wigwam. And of course, when you're in the wild, you've got to do your own electrical work by far. I mean, there's no doubt about it. If you want electricity in your own wigwam, you're gonna have to do it yourself. I'm familiar with this process. If you died doing it, it would be pretty dumb. So I have to agree. I think the video is actually making some good points. I mean, you got to remember, it's saying these are dumb ways to die. It's not saying that these are common ways to die. or a way to die that you've necessarily heard of before. So I have to say that the video is actually doing a very good job. It's doing a very good job at listing really dumb ways to die. So far, points for that.
Teach yourself how to fly.
I did teach myself how to fly at a very young age. I've been doing it for 20 plus years. I don't really remember when I started, but it is a trick to it, and if you don't do it right, you could die. If somebody died trying to teach himself how to fly, in this day and age, I wouldn't really fault them for it. So this is a less dumb way to die. Still, it's got its own level of dumbness required for dying. It'd be pretty embarrassing for sure if you died this way. Next one.
Eat a 2-week-old unrefrigerated pie.
I have done this before. 2 weeks, really? It's not that bad. I've gone a lot longer than that. I've eaten plenty of pies. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, a month and a half. I've gone up to 2 months before. It's not that bad, honestly. Some people prefer the flavour, the way that it adds to the flavour, the time that you leave it out. It also depends on the kind of pie. Pot pies, those are pretty good. The longer you wait. I've survived this multiple times, so clearly it's pretty dumb if you died that way, for sure. All right, next one.
Invite a psycho killer inside.
So this one is interesting. I have found multiple psycho killers in my own home. Fortunately for me, I'm a bachelor, so I don't have to worry about a family to protect, but I do have to protect myself. So I've never let a psycho killer take advantage of me. But of course, finding them inside is a bit disconcerting, especially since I've done a stellar job at keeping my house locked down very tight. So it's dumb to die this way, but it's also dumb to let them in the first place. Unless you're like me and you're trying to test yourself, see how well you could do in such a situation if you've never done it before. The first time it happened to me, of course, it was intentional. Then after that, I suppose it was so easy, my subconscious let me do it again. It forced me to allow another psycho killer into my house. Maybe I enjoyed it, I don't know. But yeah, this would be a dumb way to go, for sure.
Scratch a drug dealer's brand new ride.
I found that drug dealers aren't too dangerous. They talk a big talk, they walk a big walk, but the dealers themselves, that's not what you want to worry about. You want to worry about the distributors. Those guys, they mean business. But either one, neither have ever beaten me in a fight, neither have ever taken me in a fight. I tend to be very intimidating to people I come across on the street, so anyone I see, they tend to walk the other way, if you know what I mean. Without a doubt, no question. I've done worse than scratch it right, for sure.
Take your helmet off in outer space.
As you probably know, I'm famous for it. It was a very famous episode of one of my TV shows that I was in, Tiger versus the Wild. You're probably familiar with the episode where I did in fact go into outer space with the President of the United States. Twice, actually, 2 times, 2 different presidents. Probably remember both of those episodes. I did off screen, it wasn't live, but off screen I did test out the sensation of what it would feel like to take your helmet off in outer space. I did it for 3 to 4 seconds. I'm fine. I'm here, clearly. I didn't die. It didn't hurt. It was a bit chilly. I'm good at holding my breath, so I had that going for me. They say that your eyeballs boil when you take your helmet off, but mine did not. So, next one.
Use a clothes dryer as a hiding place.
I assume they're referring to the child's game, hide and seek. I did do a little bit of this in my younger days. Of course I don't do it anymore since it's a child's game. The clothes dryer, that was a go-to for me. I did that every time. Every time was the clothes dryer for me. Nobody ever looked. They never looked. So I always won every time. I don't remember a single game where I lost. It never happened. I'm fine, I'm here. So if this is a dumb way to die, I have to agree. It would certainly be foolish to allow yourself to be taken advantage of by a clothes dryer. So, next one.
Keep a rattlesnake as a pet.
I have 6 pet rattlesnakes. Dave, Steve, Bill, John, Brian and Philip. Those are my snakes. All rattlesnakes. I don't think. No, he's not a rattler. No, he's a black mamba. So he don't count. Yeah, so 6. They're not that dangerous if you know what you're doing. You know how to grab them, you know where to grab them, you know what to do once you've grabbed them, you know what to do after you've grabbed them. So yeah, as long as you know what you're doing, snake handling, especially with rattlers, then you're fine. You're totally fine, no issue there. Right, so dumb way to die. Very dumb. If you have a rattler as a pet, you're fine, you're totally fine. I've never heard of any rattlesnake owner dying from their own rattlesnake. Totally foolish, so dumb. Such a dumb way to die. I love this video. This video is fantastic. Is that another camera over there? That video is fantastic. Am I looking in the right spot? That video is fantastic. I love it so far. It's great. This video is awesome. This song is great. It's gonna be stuck in my head for days. Days. I promise. Anyway, next one.
Eat a tube of super glue.
I have done this before. Full tube, totally fine, no issues. See, on the inside of your body, it's very moist, it's slick, so super glue, any kind of glue really can't stick properly. So as long as you dilute it inside with some other kind of liquid, you could get the job done pretty good. Passing a full tube, depending on the brand. I admit I haven't tried every brand, but it certainly would be an extremely dumb way to die. Of course, I am not dumb, so I'm still here after trying it successfully. I don't ever try something and not succeed. So maybe I should be using a different word other than try, since try assumes you could fail. Not me. Never fail. Not once. Next one.
I wonder what's this red button do?
Okay, so I assume this one's talking about nuclear explosions, a nuclear blast. So nuclear blasts they're big, they're loud, but if you're in the position where you can push the button, it's always a red button. If you're in that position where you can push that red button and make the nuclear explosion go off, you're fine. In fact, you're actually assuming you're in the best possible position to withstand the blast. So this one certainly is the dumbest one so far without a doubt, because if you're pushing that button, you're fine. You're totally fine. No issues there. No issues there. Dumb. Dumb. Certainly. Without a doubt. Foolish. Dumb. Next one.
Dress up like a moose during hunting season.
This is a game me and my friends used to play. It's called Moose Hunt. We would dress up like mooses. We would go out during moose hunting season and we would try and evade bullets. Wouldn't bring any guns, wouldn't do any hunting ourselves, but of course we would go where we knew there were hunters doing their hunting. Really fun game. I don't suggest most of you play it, since you're probably not equipped with the know-how, how to survive, where to go, what to do once you're in the sights of somebody who spotted you. If you do try it, I can give you a hint. You do what most moose can't do. You stand up on your hind legs and you start doing jumping jacks. Once you start doing the jumping jacks, every hunter will look the other way. He'll say, no way I'm shooting that one. That one's special. A moose that can do jumping jacks, it blows every hunter's mind. They can't take it. It's too much. It's too much to handle. It's unbelievable the things that a hunter will not do when he sees a moose do jumping jacks. Have you ever seen a moose do jumping jacks? Even in a cartoon? Never. Never. It doesn't happen. Never. Not once, not twice, never. It's perfect. Perfect. So think outside the box when you're playing moose hunt. Super fun. Super fun.
Disturb a nest of wasps for no good reason.
This one is certainly dumb. I don't know how you would die from this. no matter how many wasps sting you, it's only pain. There's no actual danger. It's not like they're poisonous or venomous or dangerous in any way. They're just kind of scary. They scare little kids. Only kids are scared of wasps. Are you scared of? No, none of you are scared of wasps. Come on. What is that? What is this one? This one's dumb. I like this one because it's extremely dumb. It's almost stupid. That's how dumb it is. I stick my hands in wasp nests all the time. Okay? I like honey. What can I say? I'm a honey bloke. I eat it straight out of the comb. I like honey. I know you wouldn't tell looking at me, but when you're in the wild, you're trying to survive. That's what you do. You eat what you have to eat, wherever you can find it. Certainly very dumb. Next one.
Stand on the edge of a train station platform. Drive around the boom, gets at a level crossing. Run across the tracks between the platforms. They may not rhyme, but they're quite possibly the dumbest ways to die. The dumbest ways to die.
I don't know if it's the dumbest way. I think they certainly listed dumber ways. The thing with the wasp was pretty dumb. The thing about the button, come on, that's the dumbest way by far of what they listed. I personally have dodged many trains. I used to play on train tracks when I was a child. When I was about that tall, I played on train tracks all the time. I played on trains. I would actually run and catch the train as it was going by. I'll hang on for a little bit and I'll jump off. So trains really aren't that dangerous. Usually they're not that interesting too. If I were to do a train episode on one of my shows, it probably wouldn't do too well because it's boring. Everybody knows how to dodge a train. Everybody knows not to let a train get the better of you. That's stupid. That one is. Right, so maybe it is the dumbest way. Okay, I'm seeing that now. I think I see it. Dumbest, for sure. They're saying it's the dumbest. That's what they're saying. More so than the red button thing. So I suppose you have to do the math. If in your head you say the man sitting down there with the button ought to know how to survive, maybe when he dies, he knows how to not die. So him dying there is less dumb than the train because the train is so easy. A child could do it. So that was Dumb Ways to Die. Great song. It's going to be stuck in my head for days. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this time with you. If you have any questions for me, leave them down in the comments and I will do my best to answer all questions you have. I know everything about surviving. I've eaten countless carcasses. I've drank countless drinks that are not considered drinks, and I'm still alive. So since I've done arguably the most amount of deadly things, and I've survived the most amount of deadly things, I am probably the best survivor in the world today, at least alive today. Well, ever, because I'm the only one still alive that qualifies. So obviously I'm the best. I'd have to say my list, top 1 is the button thing, that's stupid. 2, the toaster. 3, wasps. 4, the train thing was good. So I hope that you find this enjoyable, educational. This is my gift to you, internet. Subscribe and like. I have 6 pet rattlesnakes. Dave, Steve, Bill, John, Brian, and Philip.